The God who deserves still chooses to ask. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey, and this is the last part of our study in the book of Joshua. There have been 13 different studies. This is the last one, and we're going to finish up in this last chapter in the book of Joshua to get a better picture, to get a final imprint on who God actually is. And it's amazing that the God who actually deserves our praise, the one who deserves our allegiance, because we are the creation and he's the creator, he still steps back. He steps aside and gives us the choice of whether or not we want to choose to be in a relationship with him. That's powerful. But you know another thing that is powerful, and it's the chance that you get to support this ministry. Please like, share, and subscribe if the video has value to you. And we'd love to come to your church, school, or group. And the easiest way to do that is to send us an email. We don't do social media, so we need you to be social. And that email address is contact@changeministry.org. So let's get into the word and into the picture of the God that you can serve. The Bible says in Joshua chapter 24, verse number 15, "And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And these are the words of their leader now, Joshua, whom the book is named after. He's the successor to Moses, and he continues a ministry of faithfulness, fidelity to God. And as he is about to face the sunset of his time on this earth, he asks and even tells Israel to choose. Make a choice who you are going to serve. And he makes it very clear between the gods of the land that you dwell in now, or even yet, what about the gods from the past, the gods that people used to serve before the flood? This invitation to stand where they are and look around, to look back at where they've been, they've got a choice now to look forward. But the difference is that choice is going to require faith, and a faith that will show itself in a faithfulness. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings 18. This time it's Elijah. And Elijah is giving the same invitation to Israel. In verse 21, on the challenge of Mount Carmel, Elijah came unto all the people and said, "How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal or Baal, then follow him." And the people answered him, not a word. The beautiful thing about this story, as tragic as it is the fact that Elijah is asking them to make a choice between two opinions. Why would you make the choice for God? Why would we go with Yahweh? Because he has one opinion. One opinion. And I know he only has one opinion, and that opinion is, and that he would love to love you. And the proof of it is that he gives you a choice. The fact that he gives us a chance to choose, even though we don't deserve the choice, and even though he deserves our choice, he says, "I'm not going to make robots. I'm going to make children. Let us make man in our image," was the invitation that he gave to Christ. And in making us in his image, we don't have the choice on how we reflect or how we look in the mirror, but we definitely have a choice on how we act behind that mirror. Who we are, what we choose to be, and what we choose to do. We have that freedom that he gave to us. So you know, an interesting thing happens when we see and are living in a choice relationship. When we give God the choice that he deserves, we actually start treating other people the same way. And in turn, that idea of how we treat other people is a reflection of how God treats us. In the book of Ruth, chapter 1, in the story of Ruth, remember there's Ruth and then there's Naomi. Naomi is the mother-in-law. She's the elder stateswoman in this situation. And she's giving her daughters-in-law an out, even though her sons, whom they married, have died. So Naomi said, "Behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back unto her people and unto her gods." And Naomi says to Ruth, "Return thou after thy sister-in-law." In the story of Ruth, Naomi gives her daughter-in-laws an out. The other daughter-in-law, as she says, she chooses to go. She's not legally bound to her mother-in-law anymore because the son has passed away. And now Ruth has the same choice to make. And the fact that Naomi gives her the choice, it wasn't that she did not want to be with Ruth. As you see in the rest of the story, she loves Ruth. but she knew that her love for Ruth could not preclude Ruth's love for her. The only way that they would have a fruitful or even a faithful relationship going forward was not if Naomi left and commanded Ruth to come. It was if Naomi stopped and asked Ruth, do you want to go with me? And Naomi went so far as even to say, you don't have to go with me. That's evidence of the choice. If she said you have to go with me, but you can go back, that's not really a choice. Naomi is illustrating, like God, you have a choice. You can go back, but I want to let you know, one, I choose you because I love you. And if you ever doubt that I love you, I'm even going to give you the choice to leave me. That's what love does. Love provides a choice. So whether you're in a marriage relationship with a spouse, whether you're a leader of a country and you're deciding whether or not to give your people freedom to choose who they're going to worship, or are we going to make them worship someone? When we take away choice, we take away the chance for love to truly be shown. And I'm grateful that the Bible says that we have a choice. In spite of all that God has done, to choose him, we make the right choice.